Hello, welcome back to the channel, Championship Collector here, and today I'm going to be taking a real quick look at the new Mattel, the Flash action figure from their core line. I have checked out the entire rest of their first wave release, including the Batmobile and the Robin cycle, so if you haven't seen them, check them out. But I couldn't get my hands on him until right now, so I'm very excited to have a look, complete the set, see how he scales up, see how the effects work. Yeah, let's just jump right in. Okay, so there we have him, the Flash. I'll give him a turn around. All right, so he's looking pretty good. Colors are nice and bright. Yellow is very bright. The red is a more of a muted red, but like a bright, like it's not garish. It looks good. It looks like the right red. This is, I'm going to say it's Wally West, based on the belt design. There's nothing on the packaging to indicate which Flash it actually is, but yeah, I would say Wally West if I had to guess, which is an interesting choice for them not to go with Barry Allen design, but I suppose this belt, you know, makes more sense maybe. I'm just going to give it a look. So he's got the up and out, it's very tight, elbow and the elbow twist. Oh, that shoulder's tight on this guy. Wrist turn in and out, looks pretty good. I like this Flash design on his arm here. It's pretty cool looking. Legs. My God, this one is so tight. This one might need a I cannot move that, barely move that leg up. This one might need tie twist is good. Double knees. Is there a boot turn on this guy? There's no boot turn. So he's the first figure with no boot turn. This piece is super tight. Let me see. Waist is good. Head, same head, excellent. Good movement there. Good movement. I'm going to try and steep this guy. See if it makes any difference on how tight this thing is. I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I'm back. I just gave him a very quick run under some hot water, and it seems to have loosened up that leg perfectly. All right, so it's up and out. Okay. So just the same articulation as all the other figures in the line. So the Flash comes with a bunch of different Flash effects. I don't know if you can see them very well here. Some of these stick on his body, and I'm just going to take a look at these right now and see what they look like attached. Now, first of all, we have this kind of Flash spin effect, so it can spin around, clips onto his hand, and it spins around like that. All right, it kind of got a connector like a Captain America shield, and it just spins around. So these couple, he just holds in his hand, like Speed Force weapons maybe. These ones connect to his boot. They just clip on, they're just like this. But they can also, like, you can clip one there. There's two of them. You can clip one onto his arm for like a running effect. Kind of harder to get on his hand. The hole in his back holds this guy, so you just plug that in, plug it out. I don't know why I can't get this thing on there. All right, so there you go. All right, so it's not, they're not terrible. They're also not very, like, I would have preferred them to be sideways like this. Okay, but it's fine for a kid's toy. And he also comes with like a lightning spear. Again, that just goes into his hand. Oh my gosh. Like that. So you can use it as a weapon. Now, what's interesting with him is what his weapons, these effects, they all have the little holes for it to connect to like the Batman's weapons rack, but it doesn't come with a weapons rack. So I'm not sure if you're meant to kind of be, clipping these onto the other weapon racks, but I don't think there's enough spaces. It's kind of something I'm going to have to kind of look further into. So this is him side by side with a McFarlane Flash. Kind of a recent enough. This is the Justice League Task Force Flash, which is an excellent figure. So you can see the difference. The yellow is much more muted, and the red is much more muted on the McFarlane. This guy is way brighter, way more kind of, I suppose, eye-catching, more classic Flash colors. So that's him next to Batman from this line. The Joker. Should better put this guy this side. You can see him better. Here's your core 4. That's the height. So he's just like a little bit smaller than Batman. He's kind of the same height as the Joker and a little bit taller than Robin. Which is probably about right for comic book characters. So one of the things I neglected on my last video of these guys was to show you how their heads are connected. So it's a peg hole, but it's a small peg hole. So it's like the Marvel Legends ones, but smaller. And I'll just put a... So that's how it looks with a Marvel Legends head. That's Quentin Beck's head from the classic Mysterio retro carded figure. I think he'd look better. It's a bit loose, but you could put something in there to make it a bit tighter. I think he'd look good with a Steve Rogers head. If it was Barry, it'd definitely a Steve Rogers head would be great on this. But it suits, it fits for those guys out there that like to kit bash and customize their figures. That's definitely suitable. And there we have them. I finally have the Core 4 release from the first wave. He's great. I think he's really cool looking. One of his ear wings is a bit bent in from the box though, so I'm gonna have to try and fix that. As look, so you can see what I was talking about. The colors really super bright, really nice. Face sculpt is really good. Let me see if I can get it to zoom in there for you guys. It's a really nice face sculpt on him. Some of the effects I don't really get. I like the 2 weapons. I like the 3 weapons. 2 of these guys and 1 of these guys, which is pretty cool. I quite like the shield, spinning punch, whatever it's meant to be. That looks pretty cool. I think the kids would have great fun with that. The kind of running effects don't work for me. They should have been like this. Instead, they're like that, which, doesn't really look too good. Maybe when I play around with it a bit, maybe. And the one that goes in his back, I could probably do without as well. It's just a little bit straight and big. You know what I mean? Like it's... Although, you know what? Looking at it there on the camera, it doesn't look so bad. But I definitely think the boot one and the arm one needed to be... Well, it looked better like that. All right. It is a shame he doesn't have any boot twist on this guy. He's the only figure in the line that doesn't have the boot twist. But yeah, I'm looking forward to what else they do. I'd like some more villains, please, Mattel, if you don't mind. For a wave you've named super villains, I could do with some more super villains, but we'll get there eventually, I'm sure. Thanks for checking me out, Championship Collector. I'm here on YouTube. I do 1-minute shorts. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Instagram. It's where I do my toy photography. Check me out wherever you find me, and I'll talk to you guys next time.